Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Echo Stretch. In this video, we're going to go over some PS5 news. But before we do jump in, if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so first up, we do have Lappy's Rapid Raid working on the PS5. As you can see in the video I posted on Twitter that I am playing it. I did leave a link down below. It is a base 64 link, so you can go ahead and download it. But you can see that it is running on the PS5. Okay, next up we do have Lappy's game collection that I managed to get to work as well. If you want to download it, the link is down below. It is a base 64 link. The issue with the Homebrew games was that it was created with old development tools. So what I did was extract the package, update it with the latest tools, and they all worked. Now I haven't went through all the games on Lappy's collection there, so if you do find one that is having issues, please leave a comment below and see if we can get that fixed up. Okay, so next up we do have Slurs Grovy's PS5K stuff. I did hear different names for PS4 package enabler, homebrew enabler. Basically, it lets us run PS4 packages as well as homebrew. He is constantly updating it. Currently, he's moving the offsets over to a remote location so that way it's easier to port to the other firmwares. It does work on Slur's host, which lets you auto-load it without having to send any payloads over. It does work on Spectre's host, but you will need to use Netcat to send over the bin file. Okay, so now that we're over to the PS5, we go ahead and open up our browser. Go to the Echo Stretch host. And if we go ahead and select Slurs Grovy's, now we do have our two options here. You can go ahead and send the payload over with Netcat, or you can just use the host to automatically send the payload for you so you don't require using a computer. So go ahead and select that one. Give it a few moments here. If it does fail like this, just go ahead and reboot and try again. Okay, so I got loaded up again. We'll go ahead and select K stuff again. If you do get the message there's not enough memory, just go ahead and hit OK. We're just waiting for the green screen to come up and then a message to tell us that the payload is loaded. Okay, so there's our green screen. Okay, there we go. K stuff loaded. You're all set. Go ahead and hit OK. Then you go ahead and hit the PlayStation button to jump out to the main screen. From there, we'll go ahead and launch one of our homebrew games. The one I will launch is the Lappy's Game Collection. Just go ahead and open it up. And as you can see, we are running Homebrew. Okay, so next up we do have libhijacker from Maltrowski. This is another type of homebrew enabler. Different developers are working on it, and we are seeing different progress being made from each one. Also with libhijacker, Illusion does have an update for the 60 frames per second PS4 and PS5 titles. You can go ahead and check out the list here. It also does support some at 120 Hz. Okay, so next up, we'll go ahead and load the K-Stuff payload through Spectre's host. So we'll jump on the Echo Stretch 701 site. And we'll go to Spectre. Give it a few moments here. We should get prompted with a ready message. Okay, and if you do get a memory error, just go ahead and hit OK. And let it load again. Okay, so once you do get the ready message, just go ahead and hit OK. We can go ahead and load up our Netcat. As you can see, I do have the IP address of my PS5 in, as well as the port, and I do have the PS5 K-Stuff payload ready. So any moment it should go through the process and it should open up the server for us. There we go, the elf loader is ready. So we can go ahead and hit eject payload. Okay, so pay stuff is loaded. There is one other thing that we need to load in order to launch the homebrew that we want to launch right now, which is Lightning Mods Items Flow. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the lib hijacker version of that. Okay, so you can see it did receive it. So let's go ahead and take off the netcat off our screen, and we'll go ahead and hit our PlayStation button to jump onto the main screen. So from here we can go ahead and open up the items flow game manager. Okay, and everything seems to be going through, successfully connected. I see IPC command successful, loading games and starting items core. Okay, so as you can see, it only supports the PS4 titles right now. PS5 hasn't been added in yet because it's a different format, so the parameters file needs to be read differently, and so he'll be working on that there. There's lots of progress being made on this. A lot of the options aren't working right now, but like I said, it's switching from PS4 over to PS5, so a little different, but yeah, you can see that some of it has been working. So we'll jump out of there. I should bring up ignore gold 10. I did see that there. It's just that items flow uses gold 10 for the PS4, so it does create a folder. So just ignore that. There is no gold 10 for the PS5 or anything like that currently. So we'll jump out of there. And we can go ahead and just exit out of that for now. And we'll go ahead and launch another Homebrew just to show you that it does work on Spectre's host as well. And there we go. Also, I should mention that the K payload stuff only works on system version 4.03. It will not work on the other firmwares. Slurs Grovey is working on a script that will let us get the offsets required to run it on the other firmware. So just hang in there. I know a lot of people have been asking, should I update to the 4.03? Not at this here time. It's always good to stay at your current firmware. Some games are having issues, so it's a lot of work to actually get them running. So if we take a look at the Assassin's Creed I have here, it has a little red line on the bottom of it. If you go ahead and open it up, it asks you to update. This is because the base game is never backported. It's usually just the update. Gold 10 does the patch for that there, so it lets you install it. So if we go ahead and look at our download manager, the base will not install. Even if you try to, it'll just say update system software. There's no way to bypass that. People have been downloading it and merging the base with the update, and this does work, but it does take a little bit of time. The real solution is to create a spoofer, the same way Gold 10 does it. It just spoofs the firmware, so it thinks that it does have the proper firmware there. So when you go ahead and install the update's already backported, so the game will launch. Next we have the Homebrew Big App Loader for PS5 by John Tonbrum. Works the same way as the lib hijacker that Lightning Mod and Ostrowski are working on. This is just a work in progress. It does have memory corruptions going on, but it has been confirmed working on 3.21 as well as 4.50. But that's it for the video today. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.